Good afternoon, everyone.
One of 24.
I would like to start by thanking you who has joined this session. This is the session for equipping you with the search tips and strategies.
Sorry, Wompofu, cover the mute. Mute yourself.
Can
Wompofu,
I
mute yourself and
Then,
please mute yourself and switch off the camera. Please switch off the camera and mute yourselves. We are about to start. In fact, we have started. Dr. Switch off your camera and mute.
Okay, I've switched off my camera.
And then mute.
Okay.
Go to the speaker.
Okay.
There we are. No.
Okay.
Go to the speaker.
Yes, I got.
Speaker.
Yes. From there,
Doctor
Mashal.
Switch off. In fact, mute. Click on the speaker. It will mute.
Okay. Yeah, it's mute. I've muted.
No, we can hear your voice.
Yes.
Dr. Mahwasane, you can continue. Then your head. There we are. Dr. Mahwasane, you can continue.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has joined this session. This is the session for equipping you with the tips and strategies for searching. I am Dr. Mahwasane Nkhangweleni, the School of Education's information librarian, who is responsible for your information need. Whenever you have an information need, please send me an email if you do have some information that you are unable to find on your own. Before I start with the session, let me find from the floor if there is a burning question that you will need me to address. And I am going to give you some few minutes. If there is any, then following which I will start with the session.
I think the hand was raised by mistake. You can continue.
Okay. Thank you. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So our workshop is about searching tips and strategies. Today, I am going to speak about searching tips and strategies because I know that already most of Professor Mashau's students have been trained. So you were trained on different databases And now I would like you to know how to effectively search information, making use of searching tips and strategies. This is the content of our workshop. We are going to cover search strategies, keywords, Boolean operators, and operator, or operator, not operator, phrase searching, parentheses, truncation, wildcard, refining search, and setting search. With this last slide.
So Dr. Mahwasane, Barry, can you switch off or mute yourself? Go to the speaker and click the speaker for Barry. There is a lot of noise that is coming out of your side.
No, I was taking screenshots.
Can I now continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So I was still explaining that the last slide, you should take it into consideration because it is very, very, very important to you since you all have the research topic. Our first slide here is how to search for information that you are going to use when you are doing your research. Firstly, you have to identify search terms because it is a search strategy that helps one to refine the searching process. Before one starts with one search for information on the internet or in the database, it is usually a good idea to identify the most important keywords. It is those words that describe your topic the best. Then after identifying them, it is then that you can start searching for information, making those keywords. When identifying your search terms, you must please pay particular attention to the following aspects to ensure that all likely relevant terms are included in the search strategy. The topic. Topic is step number 1. Here, this is the example of my topic. The experiences of teachers teaching in Model C schools in South Africa. What is highlighted here are the keywords that I have identified. Then identifying search terms. From the topic that I have here, step number 2 is to identify the keywords which I have already done. Then step number 3 is listing alternate or synonym to the keywords that you have identified. Keywords and their alternative words or synonyms. This is that a topic that I introduced to you in the previous slide, the impact of teachers teaching in Model C schools in South Africa. So we are going to list the keywords of the alternatives of the keyword teachers. These are the alternatives and the synonyms for the keywords teachers. We have educator, tutor, and lecturer. Then we are going to look at the synonyms and alternative words for the second keyword, which is Model C schools. For Model C schools, we have the advantaged schools, privileged schools, and fortunate schools. Then we are going to look at the synonyms of the third keyword, which is South Africa. We can refer to it as Republic of South Africa, SA. We can also refer to it as Mzansi. So with the keywords SDR, you don't have to use them being like this. You don't have to enter many keywords. Use 2 to 3 words at a time and use them interchangeably. By using them interchangeably, I am going to demonstrate here. My keyword, which is from the topic, is teacher. I am going to take teacher here and Model C and South Africa. Then I will come and do teacher, advantaged schools, and Republic of South Africa. Again, I'll take teacher and privileged schools and SA. Are you able to see? Can you see what is happening?
Yes.
Okay.
Deferana, can you switch off your camera and mute yourself?
Okay.
Thank you. Then take teacher and fortunate schools and Mzansi. So we are done with the first keyword. Then you can then follow with educator. Remember, educator is our alternative word. So you are going to do the same with educator and Model C schools and South Africa. Educator and advantaged schools and Republic of South Africa. Educator something happened.
Masala, can you
somebody
mute Masala, can you mute yourself, please? Mute yourself. Masala, mute yourself. Go to the speaker and click the speaker. For Masala.
Hello.
Please mute yourself. We're hearing a very disturbing sound behind. Go to speaker and cross it. Click on the speaker to be muted.
Can I
Please.
now continue?
Continue, Doctor.
Okay. Then I think there is somebody who is tampering with my
No,
presentation.
it's one of the student who is not muting herself. Masala RR, please mute yourself.
I'm trying, but I'm failing. I don't know where I'm using my phone and I don't know where I can mute myself on that phone.
Just look for a speaker and then click the speaker. I don't know how to click in the computer.
My phone hide.
The sound which is coming behind is very disturbing. We cannot hear anything.
Speaker. I don't know where to go.
And you can leave and rejoin. Because
Okay.
you're disturbing the whole class now. Go on, Dr. Mahwasane.
Okay, thank you so much. So I was on keyword number 2. Then you can do the same with keyword number 3, going on alternatives one by one, like what I was doing with teacher and educator. So you can do the same with tutor and lecturer. Why are we supposed to use alternate and synonyms? This is to enable one to find information about the concepts used in different parts of the world. Since you know, there are some parts of the world where they use tutor instead of teacher.
How long should we wait? I think now.
Mugo, can you switch off your mic, please? Mugo, mute yourself or keep quiet.
Yeah.
Thank you. Then we are on Boolean operators. What are Boolean operators? The Boolean operators are words that we use to connect the terms together. They are used to focus a search, particularly when a topic has multiple search terms. We use Boolean operators to connect various pieces of information to find exactly what we are looking for. So Boolean operators are the words and, or, and not. So we are going to look at the and operator. With the and operator, it is used to narrow the search. Two terms are being separated by the and operator. So here we have the travel, tourism, then we are joining them with the and operator. Here below is the arrow indicating that these two are joined with the and operator. This is to tell the database that we are looking for information on travel and tourism. So information that is going to be searched and provided to us is the information that is going to consist of travel and tourism. Information containing travel only or tourism only will not be retrieved. The or operator with the OR operator, the search terms are being separated by the OR operator. So here we still have the same terms, the travel, the operator, the tourism being separated by the OR operator. With this operator, the search is being broadened, meaning that the search is going to find us information on travel, information on both travel and tourism, and information on tourism. Using NOT operator. With the NOT operator, here there is some exclusion of another term. We are still going to use the travel, tourism, joined here with the NOT. So we are not going to receive information about travel and tourism or information on tourism. We are going to receive information on travel only. Any question? Any question? Okay. Then we are going to look at the phrase searching. The phrase searching is when you use a string of words instead of a single word to search for information. The examples of phrase searching are juvenile delinquency, teenage pregnancy, as well as child abuse. These are the phrases, and as they are, each word has a different meaning when standing alone like this. And when we search, making use of the phrase like this, it is going to retrieve many irrelevant documents because it is going to treat each and every word as it is and search each and every word as it is. This is how we search, making use of phrase searching. This is our phrase, and we submit on the submit box. I believe each and every person is able to see that this is the usual EBSCOhost search page. Then, when searching the phrase like this, it is going to retrieve many articles which are not relevant. So what are we supposed to do? We have the parentheses. The parentheses are the symbols that we use to assist the database to search or to make logic when they are searching. So here we have the brackets. This is one of the examples of the parentheses. We also have the quotation marks. The quotation marks here are also used the same way we use when we are using brackets in order to give logic database. So when using the brackets, we are going to have our phrase like that. These are our phrases. information services, in brackets, library education, in brackets, teenage pregnancy, in brackets, juvenile delinquency, in quotation mark, teenage pregnancy, in quotation mark, and child abuse. This means that you can use the bracket or the quotation mark. They do the same work. When you want to search with the phrase and put the phrase in brackets, you are simply instructing the database not to separate these phrases, but to search it as it is. No word will be said in between each and every phrase, so that the database will be able to identify it as a precise database, a precise phrase. Then when you start making use of phrase and having used or putting them in brackets or making use of the quotation mark, we are going to receive very few articles, but more relevant as compared to the search that you have made with the phrase searching without using the paraphrases. We also have the truncations. Truncations are also symbols. Here we have the asterisk. With the asterisk, it is used to restrict a search to a root word. Here is our root word, polit, and when we put the truncation at the end of our root word, it is going to search and find all possible endings to the root. So like here, polit, searched and retrieved, politics, politician, and politically. So by making use of the truncation, it helped us to save time to go searching one by one of these these endings to our root. So by just putting a truncation on the root word, we are able to search and retrieve all the possible ending to the root that we may be looking for. Then don't ever truncate the word too soon or too early. You are looking, suppose we are looking for this ending to the root, then you truncate the word too soon. It is going to retrieve words that you are not looking for, like police, polite, policy, and Polish. So when you're using the truncation, make sure that you put it at the right place. The truncation can also be used in the middle of a word, like organi, which is going, which we are going to put the truncation in between that word. It is used where there is spelling variation, and it is going to search and retrieve organization with an S and organization with a Z. The organization with the S is a British spelling, while the organization with a Z is an American spelling, while still holding the same idea. We also have the question mark. Also, question mark are also used where in between and N, and it is going to retrieve woman or women. Here is how we make use of truncation. This is our popular ECHOS page, teenage and education, teenage pregnancy and educate with the truncation. So when we search, we are going to have results for educate, education, educational, educator, and educated. The wildcard. The wildcards are also the symbols like the question mark, which is inserted in between M and N and is going to give us men and men. It enables one to search in a single search where one is able to get information about men and women. We also have the pound or hash symbol. This symbol is used to find a word or a number of words. Here it is placed between M and R, and it searched and gave us humor and humor. They have the same idea, but different spellings. So it is going to search and find you information containing these words. The only problem is that they are different in spelling, but meaning the same thing. The asterisk, here the asterisk is used to in between two such terms where there is variation of spellings, and it brought responsibility-centered budgeting because the asterisk was put in between responsibility and budgeting. And the other word that can be found is responsibility-based budgeting. Here is how we search, making use of the wildcard question mark. Then the T question mark T is going to search and find us the information is next, and then neat, and then nest. We also have the search limit. With the search limit, we find them with most of the databases, and these search limits here are for EBSCO-host. Then you come and tick on the box here below the full text, and then tick on the box below the scholarly peer-reviewed, and then tick on the references available, because you would like to have information that have references. Don't forget to tick or click down the drop down arrow to type in the month, the year of the article that you are looking for.
Sorry, Dr. Mahwasane.
Okay.
We can't see the slide that you are, I mean the indications that you are indicating that we should do this and that. We are lost.
From
Now
the
we can
beginning.
see yeah, now I'm seeing wildcat, question mark wildcat.
Yeah.
Is it where you are now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now we are on refining the search results. Are we together? Are you on the screen? Are we on the same screen?
All the research results.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, okay. Thank you. Then when we are refining the search results, this is the same as what was appearing in the previous slide. It is that here it is in the other form, but it still requests you to tick next to the full text, next to the references available. And as you can see below here, there are the publication. You can come and click and update, writing the most recent year of the publication that you are expecting. And we are still continuing with the refining search results. You can refine them by making use of type, saying that what I need is academic journals only. As you can see, this search has 6,129. So if you click on journals only or academic journals only, you still have a large number of articles to go through. You can then come and make use of the subject and many other things that are indicated here. Even the databases, you can choose which database you would like to use to the database to search from. We are still continuing with the search, refining search results. You can come and click on here. Maybe you are looking for the teachers of a age group.
Sorry, Dr. Mahwasane.
Okay.
Sorry. Are you on which slide? We are looking at slide search limits.
Refining search results.
No, it's search limit. The slide which we are on the screen is search limits.
Search limit.
Yes.
Or maybe am I ahead and you are behind? Let me go back a little bit.
Okay.
Is there no search result?
No.
Is search limit?
The search limit, yeah.
Yeah, but it's one and the same thing.
It's now we are on the wildcard.
Wildcard.
Wildcard, yes.
Oh, you are still on wildcard. Let me go back and see what is happening. Oh, you are still here. You are on search limit. Prof. 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 Prof.
Dr. Mahwasane?
You know,
Hello?
there is somebody who is tampering with my presentation.
No, there is noise. I mean, I think Masara has not muted herself or himself. That is where
Okay.
the noise. That is where noise comes from.
Oh,
And
okay.
you are not now on search limits. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Go on.
we
Go on.
were already
Hello, I'm sorry.
through, but it's not a problem. The search limit is when you instruct the database to look for full text scholarly review by clicking below the boxes below the database, the scholarly journal, reference available, and typing in the month and the year of the publication that you are looking for. We are still on the refining search result. With the refining search result, this is the same thing as what we have been doing in the previous slide. It is just here, it is placed on the left hand side of your search. Still continuing on the search result, refining, you can refine your search making use of the source. You can say, I would like to use all sources, all results. Or you can come and click and say, I want to use only academic journals or only journals. Then you are still going to remain with a large number because they are all 6,000 and something. Then to refine that further, you can come and say, no, I would like those articles that are from the journal, but speaking of about teachers of the certain age or middle-aged teachers, can come and click here. If you are looking for a certain gender and say that I am looking for women or males, you can click on geographic if you would like to have information from South Africa only, or from Africa only, or internationally. Then you can also come and click on databases. On database, it is going to open and show you the databases that can be used in searching your information. Just like, for example, the ERIC database, since you are an education student. Setting search alert. With this topic, really, I would like you to ask me if you did not get me well, because I would like you to go and practice the setting search alert. With the search alert, you are going to enter your search terms here, like what I did. My search terms here are teenage pregnancy and education. Then, after writing my search alert here, I am going to submit my search, not clicking on the submit button, but this time by clicking on the create alert.
Sorry, Dr. Mahwasane.
Okay.
How do we get this picture?
This page.
This page.
This is the EBSCO page, the database that we usually use when searching.
Yes, how do we get there?
We go to the Univen webpage, we open the library, we go and click on the EBSCO database. It is going to open and give us the list of databases. But before that, it is going to open and ask you to log in. Then then that you'll go to the list of databases where you are going to search for, you are going to tick for databases like ERIC and teacher references. It is found below in the list of databases in the EBSCO. Then click continue. It is going to bring you this page where you are going to do your searches.
Thank you.
Dear student, I know I have trained you on how to search the EBSCO database. It is that page on which we do our searching, where we type in our keywords. When you go here today, just go and try and open the EBSCO. You are going to see every feature here. You are going to see it with the search alert below the search button. Siko Para, Siko Taberea. Hello?
Hey,
Oh, okay.
yes.
So I can continue.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, thank you. We are continuing with the search alert. Then it is going to open and bring you in this page. In this page, you are going to find a bar where you are going to be requested to type in your email address. Please make sure that you type in your working email address. Then from there, you are going to click on the drop-down arrow here. It is for frequency. How many times do you want to receive your search alert? It can be weekly, it can be bi-weekly or monthly. Then you will have to come and click the article published within the last 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. So whenever there is something new on the search terms that you have entered, for example, my search terms, teenage pregnancy and education, can you see they are still appearing there? Then whenever there is something new about these terms, then it is going to be sent to my email. Meaning what? I can stop searching information and be able to get information in each and every week if I have asked it for weekly or bi-weekly. So since we are working on subtopics, then you can come and here there is some tools which are hidden by this bar here, where you are allowed to enter some other search alerts. You can do as many as possible search alerts. And when you feel you have had enough, there is also a button where you can come and click to stop the search alert so that it might not be sent to you anymore. I think we have come to the end of our workshop. Any question? Any question?
Okay, Doc Mahwasane, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I was not following what you were saying here on your presentation. Were you talking about EBSCO?
Yes.
EBSCO, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you use it to search maybe your topic on it or any other relevant things. Or maybe, for example, if I have an assignment, I can use an episode like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So will you send us a document about what you were saying right now?
You know what, students? I do have some recordings where I have recorded while training you on how to search the EBSCO host and the Science Direct. These are all in the LibGuide. Have you been to the LibGuide?
No.
Just go to the library.
Okay.
Where we library page, look for LibGuide. In the LibGuide, you are going to get my presentations. You are going to get my videos on how to search.
Okay, thank you. So
And
the library.
Come again.
Okay, thank you. And no further questions. Thank you.
Okay. Another question? Are we satisfied? Hello? Are we all satisfied?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
we
Yes, we
are.
are satisfied.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mahwasane, for this training. And we would like to